Hey, you guys, welcome back. This is Nina. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys. We are definitely growing this channel in 2022. Hit that notification bell and subscribe to this channel. Share this video. I am going to go into my thoughts as I am watching the Bachelor finale with the Bachelor Clayton Eckert. And I am going to say that this is horrifying. He is definitely the worst bachelor, period. He is actually worse than Pilot Pete and worse than Juan Pablo, period. I said what I said. If you guys disagree, leave a comment and explain to me why you think he is not the worst. However, I am just going to go into this mess that I am watching on TV as this is unfolding. So, here are the two women pictured with Clayton on the far right. On the left, you have Gabby. In the middle, you have Rachel. And on the right, you have Clayton. And he literally dragged these women through hell as he was looking for love and totally misled them. Now, there's been a lot of shocking events, sad events, and I'm definitely going to say that I believe that Clayton handled this situation as a child. As it got to the final ceremony, Susie had already left him because she had discovered that Clayton actually was intimate with Rachel and Gabby. Susie, after being told by Clayton that he was intimate with these two other women, she left. Okay, so at the rose ceremony, instead of there being three women, there was only two. He told Rachel and Gabby he loved them. He wanted to keep fighting for this. He wanted to get to have both of the women meet his parents, which is fine, da-da-da-da-da. So they're in Iceland. His parents flew out to Iceland. Very beautiful looking country. And when Rachel and Gabby met his parents, everything was okay. However, after the second meeting, Clayton met with Palmer, who's the host of the show, and said that he still wanted to be with Susie and that he was having second thoughts on being with Gabby and Rachel. And this was a complete shocker because at this moment, Susie had already left. So he ended up tonight on the finale breaking it off with Rachel and Gabby as a group setting of all things. Gabby completely went off on him. She would not let him walk her out, which I totally respect. And then after he met with Rachel, he actually ended up meeting with Susie, if you guys are following all this. So when he met with Susie, she was basically not buying it. She's pictured right here. Susie is the one that he claims that he is actually in love with. But at this point, Susie kind of walked away from him. And I don't even know if I'm going to make it to the end of the show watching all this disgusting behavior. So in essence, he was in love with Susie, but he actually was intimate with the other two women. And he ended up not leaving with Rachel or Gabby or Susie at the time. Now they're having this final meetup. And, we're waiting for Susie to come out. And like I said, this is a whole hot mess. I'm going to try to give my opinion on this. Clayton is extremely selfish. I'm glad that these women actually decided to stand up and, talk about, what's going on and how he made them feel, because he totally trolled them. Now, I'm not saying that he did not care about them, but he should not have thrown out that word, I love you, and I love you to all of these women. I think that in regards to his journey, per se, I think that he totally bombed this season by leading so many people on and giving so many false narratives that it almost seemed as if he was playing everybody and not actually knowing what he really wanted to do with the situation. So in turn of knowing that, uh, he basically broke everybody's heart. He left a lot of collateral damage to everyone involved, and it was very sad. So he ended up proposing to Susie, and I had to pause this for a minute to see what was going on because I am making this video as it is going live. He just proposed to Susie. However, Susie turned down the final rose proposal and she walked away. Then after commercial, Susie came back and said that she ended up calling him out of the blue, and now those two are actually together as girlfriend and boyfriend. To tell you guys the truth, I hate to say it, if this couple actually lasts more than 6 months, I will be shocked. Clayton definitely has a lot of growing up to do. He has a lot of issues going on. And honestly, he's just not fit right now, I believe, mentally to sustain a relationship. I think it's become a situation where Clayton is looking for a quick conclusion to his season versus actually wanting to be with someone for real after the season. As shaky as this is looking, like I said, now Susie and Clayton are actually together after he left Iceland with nobody. Um, I have my reservations about this. I'm all for people trying to get happiness somewhere, find happiness, but the way Clayton did this was just completely disrespectful. I think his biggest mistake on this show was actually saying, I love you to all of these women. He just should not have said it. He should have just said that maybe he was developing very caring feelings or he felt deeply for them. However, he should not have just said that he was just in love with Susie and wanted to be with her. Now, mad respect for Susie, Rachel, and Gabby, because I believe that they went through a lot during the season, and I think that Clayton really did not have a handle over what was going on during the season. I'm definitely going to wish everybody in this situation the best, but like I said, Clayton really made this into a very uncomfortable situation with the way he treated these women. And I also believe that this is a huge red flag because, like I said, I know he was looking for love. However, I don't know if this relationship is really going to work out. I really don't. I think that Susie should have just basically kept him at more of a distance and not even gotten back with him right away. I know her feelings were involved too. However, the way that this whole thing went down just looked shady. And ladies, remember, how you meet him is how you're going to end up. He was allegedly in love with her at the time, but he was sleeping with the other women. So I just feel like it was a very opportunistic thing, and I've said this time and time again before. Your man is only as faithful as his options. He did not have to sleep with either one of those women, but he chose to. Now he has to come into a relationship with Susie and her knowing that. So, like I said, this is a whole weird finale to The Bachelor. He's definitely probably the worst Bachelor. Actually, I still believe Juan Pablo is the worst, because he was extremely disrespectful in his season. So you guys, tell me what you think about the situation. I definitely want to hear your opinion about this Bachelor crazy finale. Like, share, and subscribe. And, tell me your feelings about this, because I still believe that this is a mess. Be safe. Enjoy your night. Bye, guys.